I'm 32 years old, and I got laid off last week. This morning, I still woke up at 8 a.m. sharp. My head felt heavy, and my hand reached for my phone out of habit to check in for work. It took me a few seconds to realize I don't have a job anymore. I haven't told my parents yet. It's not that I can't, I just don't want them to worry. I come from a rural village in central China. My parents still live there. Out of the $1,500 I used to make each month, I send about $600 back home. Now that I've lost my job, I know they would probably say, "It's okay, son, come home." But the truth is, I don't want to let them down. That's why I started this YouTube channel, to document this chapter of my life. Hi, my name is Jay. Today, I'm going to show you around the company where I spent the last 3.5 years, NetEase. It's one of the biggest tech companies in China. During the internet boom around 2015, it expanded rapidly and became one of the largest gaming companies in the country, with over 33,000 employees at its peak. But in recent years, as China's economy slowed down, the company laid off nearly 7,000 people, about 20% of its workforce. And I was one of them. Sounds brutal, right? Let me show you around. All of these buildings belong to NetEase. Pretty impressive, right? This was my workplace. Rent around here is insanely expensive, especially in a top-tier city like Guangzhou. So to save money, I lived far out in the suburbs, where rent was only about 1/3 of what it costs in the city center. For the first 2 years, I had to squeeze into packed subway trains just to make it to work on time, spending nearly 4 hours commuting every single day. It completely drained me. Eventually, I used almost 2 years of savings to buy a car, just to make life a little easier. After rushing to the office, the first thing I did every day was clock in. To be fair, the system was flexible. You could fix missed check-ins. But the working hours? Long. You've probably heard of 996 in China, working from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 6 days a week. Overtime isn't optional. It's expected. If you don't stay late, you're seen as not committed or not ambitious enough. I usually worked until 6:30 p.m., grabbed a quick dinner, walked around the campus for 20 minutes to clear my head, then went back upstairs and kept working until 8 p.m., sometimes 10. And even after all that, I still got laid off. In China, turning 35 is like hitting a wall. Compared to someone in their mid-30s, companies often prefer younger workers in their 20s. Why? Lower cost, more energy, more time to work, and honestly, more obedience. Sometimes your ideas don't matter. What matters is whether you follow orders. So getting laid off at 32? It's not surprising at all. There's a saying in China, if you haven't made it into management by 35, you're next to be replaced. And over the past 2 years, as the economy slowed down, layoffs have only accelerated. At one point, an entire department in my company was cut. And then there's AI. This year, the company fully embraced AI. Some roles are already being replaced. I can't even imagine how the next 10 years, AI will impact the workforce in China. This is the park next to the office building. When I was still working here, I was too busy to notice anything around me. But today, I see people everywhere. Families, friends, just sitting in the sun, chatting, relaxing. Can you see the guy fishing by the pond? He's been sitting there for a long time and hasn't caught anything, but he just waits, quietly. It feels so different from the fast-paced work culture in China, where everything is expected to happen quickly. We walk fast, eat fast, everything moves fast. We even get impatient waiting for an elevator. We barely have time to slow down, let alone enjoy a quiet afternoon like him. After this, let me take you somewhere else. This place is called an urban village in China. This was my first apartment. 1 bedroom, 1 living room, with sunlight. About $100 a month. When I first came to Guangzhou, I didn't have much money, so I lived here. Urban villages in cities like Guangzhou and Shenzhen are where many young people start their journey. Cheap rent, high density, a first stop for dream chasers, including me.
这停车场这栋楼还有房租吗？没啦。那个停车场这个上不上去？
The kindergarten just let out. Parents are already crowding at the gate. In China, the moment a child puts on a backpack, the competition begins. Children are under intense pressure and have very little personal time. Tutoring, classes, activities, everything is scheduled. At night, this place comes alive. People play cards, play basketball, kids run around everywhere. It feels like one big community. For a long time, I thought being busy meant being important. But now I'm starting to realize maybe slowing down isn't falling behind, but finally being present in life.